Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening. I'm the Mysterious JG. So, I finally figured this out. Sort of. I looked it up online. I could not find the answer. But in poking around online, the only thing I could find for Retreat from Kawanakajima was one of those videos that just shows all of them. And I basically realized, well, it can't be that difficult. And I sort of racked my brains a bit and eventually landed on... Went back and reread the descriptions of what you need to do to get it. And it has to happen after the Battle of Kawanakajima begins, which is just one of those movies that plays no matter what force you're in. It's not even a movie. It's I guess we get the movies for some of the big battles, but this is just like, you know, Hisahide Matsunaga builds a tower, and he's not in our force, but we can still go in and see that event. And I finally realized, oh, this event, and apparently this event too, which is a Takeda one, these are events that play if you are some other force that lets you know what happens to those two forces. Like, it's a follow-up on this event. But if you do the actual battle, they're both locked out. So what we're going to do, and I have to admit, off-screen, I played through as the freaking Takeda from the beginning of the scenario as quickly as I could and fought that battle from the Takeda point of view, thinking, hey, you know, it says Uesugi, but Nobunaga Baba, as the Takeda officer, actually blanked that Kagamochi Amakusa is a Uesugi officer. And I was like, maybe that's a mistake. Maybe it's a Takeda event. So I played through as the Takeda. I did the battle as them. Not worth showing on screen because it's the same map inverted, and we have to, like, I found it slightly more difficult than the Uesugi version, but it's like, yeah, destroy this unit. Now don't let your retreat point be taken. It was like very similar, like you have to do this specific thing or the battle doesn't go correctly. And we lost 2 officers in plot deaths, the same 2 who died historically in the battle. And then while researching, I found somebody posted a video how it's not easy, but you can avoid losing those 2 characters. And blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it was like I played through the whole thing and we still didn't get these events. So then I started as a third unrelated force that was really remote. The ones who were on the southwestern tip of Hokkaido, actually. Because nobody was going to attack them right away because they were too remote. And just let the turns play out and got these 2 events. So let's watch these 2 events. And then we will return to the game where we just won that battle as the Uesugi. Because also, I don't know if there are achieve modes in this game, but if there were, we weren't getting all the Uesugi achievements if you play as the Uesugi, because one of these doesn't play if you play as the Uesugi. As the Takeda forces were facing complete collapse after their luring tactic had been foiled by Masatora Uesugi, one solitary unit fought on. And that unit was commanded by Shingen Takeda's younger brother, Nobushige Tenkyu. Anybody there? Yes, over here. You must get word to our lord. Tell him we move to engage the Ichigo forces while we buy the others time. Determine a strategy to secure victory. Do not even consider coming to save us. Understood. Give this cloak and hair to my son Nobutoyo. The cloak bears words written in our lord's own hand. Tell him to treasure it. The hair is mine. While I may have done nothing for him as a father, I devoted my life to our lord. My lord. Oh, his eyes look so sad, messenger. Now go, communicate my message without fail. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everyone hear me. Now we go to destroy the Uesugi forces, search for the enemy leader, and take his head. This is our priority. Do not bother felling each foot soldier you encounter. O Hachiman, great god of war, lead us to our enemy, Masatora. Grant us the strength to bring his head to our lord.
The lot of you, with me.
The lot of you, with me, warriors of Koshu. Advance! I, Shingen Takeda's brother, Samano Suke Nobushige Takeda, shall accompany you to the great hereafter. And they're like, oh great, we thought we finally got to get away from you. Nobushige Takeda met his end at Kawanakajima. He was 37 years old. And it's actually Kawanakajima. I've been calling it Kawanakajima. It's Kawanakajima. So, shame on me. How come you guys didn't correct me in the comments? He was wise and reserved, with a temperament both modest and considerate. No true warrior could not admire his military prowess and courage. Kawanakajima, Takeda Army Camp. I come bearing a message. Lord Tenkyu has died in battle.
Could this be true?
What? This can't be. Nobushige, I'm so sorry.
I have failed utterly.
You had to sacrifice yourself because of my stupidity. Forgive me. My lord, you must control yourself. I am in control. I will not allow Nobushige's death to be in vain. We must turn this fight around. Even so, I somehow lack the control to stop these tears. Nobushige, once again, I've lost someone so dear to me. I know, little brother. This doesn't seem like it'd be that big of a deal. The road to unification is steep and paved in sorrow. There exists a volume which describes Nobushige as intelligent, strong, proper, and just. The loss of an adjutant so virtuous dealt a heavy blow to Shingen and the rest of the Takeda clan. But here's the one that would have stopped us from getting our achievements. Retreat from Kawanakajima. Excuse me. Retreat from Kawanakajima. As the Uesugi army retreated from Kawanakajima, the officer commanding the rear guard was Kakamochi Amakusa. Kakamochi remained on the shore of the Saigawa River, protecting the Uesugi army as they crossed. Uesugi, maybe? This enemy attacks.
This is where we stop.
Hey, regular officer, your helmet's kind of like mine, but I got an extra circle. I mean, they've come. Stand your ground, everyone. We must protect our allies as they return to Echigo. I'm Amakusa.
So we've happened upon Amino Kami Amakusa.
That's not my name.
What a prize it will be to receive his head.
We must close this gap between our forces.
Titch Minnow Baba, is it? Quite formidable foe we have here. Also known as the Mino Ogre, Nobuhara Baba and his soldiers fought fiercely against Kagamochi, but were forced to retreat in the end.
We move. Keep up.
They fight well. We're pulling back.
Sometime later, the enemy attacks. Everyone hold strong. Only a few of our allies have yet to cross the river.
Fall prey.
He stayed behind, has he? I'll gladly accept the second chance to take his head.
To think that my might would be better.
Again, this one apparently doesn't give up easily. Once again, Kagamochi held strong and successfully forced Nobuharu to retreat.
Superb.
Baba is retreating. Everyone regroup. As they say, third time's the charm. Sometime later. Wait, so you're rooting for him to defeat you? Just as Kagamochi anticipated, Nobuhara came back for a third attempt. Nobuhara Baba.
My feats are insufficient.
My feet's too big. Feats don't fail me now. Ha! The outpost looks well prepared. I suppose you anticipated a return, eh?
Or you could say I simply trust in Proverbs. I am a Christian. I trust in Proverbs and also other books of the Old Testament. Even so, Kagamochi magnificently repelled Baba's assault a third time. Sometime later. There's still no enemy in sight.
Return to the castle.
Maybe they finally gave up. Our allies should have all returned by now. We should prepare to depart as well. Believing his duty complete, Kagamochi lowered his guard and proceeded to cross the river. Halfway across, the sound of an arrow passed his ear.
What's going on?
It can't be.
We must seize this shot at victory.
How's this for a proverb? What happens twice will surely happen thrice, and 3 times brings a 4th. Wouldn't you agree, Amakusa? Oh, it's Amakusu. Oh, never mind. It's not even Amakusa. Kusa Shirotokisada. It's Amakusu. So totally inappropriate to do this silly face on the preacher voice. If I did, you would have not caught me so defenseless.
With me.
Haha, true enough. I'll be taking that head now.
Why are we looking away from each other? Shouldn't we be arranged on different sides of the screen? Although Kagamochi managed to escape by a hair's breadth, most of his soldiers were slain by Baba. Baba Booey. Nobuharu Baba Booey displayed unrelenting persistence and took advantage of his enemy's way of thinking to seize victory. Well, there you go. Aren't you glad I spent like an hour plus off screen trying to get that to happen? Okay. And here's the guy that we did it with. The Suihiro Kakazaki of Tokuyama Palace. If I was going to do a playthrough as a created officer force, I'd likely start from here. The problem is, it would probably be unwinnable. Like, you have one castle and are surrounded. So that might not even be a thing. But I want to say this is the slot.
Teramoto Mori. Heir to the Takamoto Mori, he succeeded his grandfather Motonari during the Battle of Sekigahara and became Supreme Commander of the Western Army, but never fought. Alright. So that's right, so we're attacking Tsugawa when last we spoke, you and I, gentle viewer. We have Masakaga Nagao is rushing in to help attack Tsugawa Castle. And Munetoki Nakano. And we just have already done... Wait, what? Own clan, that's what I wanted. So we can't do retreat, but we just saw it. But that does mean that we did the battle. Okay, I wanted to make sure I was on the right save. So let's see what our proposals are. What does Jaxors want to do? Shirosat's Hojo clan soldiery makes them threat to our clan. Perhaps Nita Kaneyama Castle on the front line should be established our defensive base. It's not a terrible idea, actually. But, defensive bases, yeah. Where would I pull troops from? Numata, the Numata Castle? I don't have a lot of other castles down here. You want to extract. Let's add a port.
Then, let's begin.
We're already adding a castle town facility. I feel like I could wait on that. March is underway.
It is my turn.
I think I had you returning to base. Because what I want to try to do now is actually organize an attack on Kaizu Castle now that we just won that battle and can finally go. Oh, there's a castle counterattack. I found Lord Kazumori-kura. Let's find out what his deal is. He's got pretty low stats, so he is going to be unhappy. But he is a Hatakeyama retainer, Lord of Takeda Castle. After the death of Kenshin, he served Naramasa Sasai, moved to Higo with Naramasa. He lived a secluded life after Marimasa's death.
I will enter your service.
Well, we'll bring him on for now. We have an irrigation canal completed. Don't have enough money for a rice dealer, although that is the next thing that we want here. Yeah, we pretty much got all the money coming in that we possibly can here. This will leave us with enough labor but not enough cash, so the next time money comes in... Got 135 days worth of provisions, so I don't want to sell... And you want to do distant employment, which is going to eat up our money anyway.
May I have a moment?
We don't actually have enough money. We might have if I hadn't spent that money. Well, let's see.
think we're going to take Tsugawa Castle before the Date arrive, which is good.
Their castle is fallen.
Tsugawa Castle has fallen at our hands.
We've caught the enemy officer.
Capture an enemy officer. Please decide what to do with them. Let's try to hire them.
I cannot serve you.
Okay, I was hoping we go, no. Neither of them will join us. Let us
Thanks.
release them both. Our goal is complete. We may now return. I wish I knew exactly how many days worth of food they had. I'm going to say no. Okay, you have 90 days. You have 70 days. About 40 days to get there. It will be difficult with our current soldiers' provisions. Take 40 days to get there, and then we'll only have 30 days left for one of our units, which is the one with most of the troops. Alright. So...
Your wish is my command.
let's not push it. It is annoying, though. Let us put... we're going to put Shigrimith in charge. Because his loyalty is back up. And he's got really good stats.
I'm in your debt.
We got infantry leader substitutes. Oh, I don't want to get rid of somebody who has Eagle Eye, but otherwise... Eloquence. Yeah, you would be okay. Actually, this is turning into a big domestics turn, but we're about to march, like, immediately against the Takeda. So let's organize our substitutes now. You are an infantry leader. Let's put in a chief, and let's put in a chief with high war. Actually... do I want to put in any... I didn't keep any created officers as like super high-powered attendants that I didn't assign anywhere, did I? Because at one point I was going to try to put really high-end chiefs in to lead troops. Didn't really end up keeping them free to do that. Because these are all landholders. And half of them are marching anyway. These are lords and landholders. Alright, so we're going to try to do it without them. Created officers are going to stay put. Okay. Oh. Sorry. Alright, so attendance here. With good stats, because we're about to go to war.
I'm in your debt.
Yeah, we got some attendants with kind of bad stats, unfortunately. You're an attendant infantry leader.
You have my thanks. I'm deeply grateful.
I think orange is probably okay. I don't want people with low loyalty because we're about to march, so no one will have time to use
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
tactics on them, I don't think. But
You have my thanks. I'm deeply grateful.
infantry leader. Guys with stats that aren't amazing, but
You have my thanks.
oh, here's an attendant chief with bad stats, but still. Oh, employment. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I got more to choose from than I think I realized. As far as how many chiefs I have who are attendants.
I am truly grateful.
Because I could put Grimmeth in charge of all of this, in theory.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this. I'm in your debt.
But I think we want other people
I couldn't
to be
dream
in
of
charge of
happiness
stuff
greater than this.
instead. So my infantry leaders all pretty much ended up with okay loyalty by the time they were done being infantry leader, or they got to infantry leader. It seems like we got a bunch of brand new chiefs who has terrible loyalty.
You have my thanks.
Everybody actually got a lord. Yeah, she's over here doing it all by herself pretty much, except for a couple of slots. Alright, let's give Grimmeth some competent help since he's on the front line. Although, so is Bean. Because Shigei Shibata is pretty good.
I'm in your debt.
He's got pretty low valor, otherwise he's not bad.
I'm truly grateful.
That left him with Alright, so he got 2 officers, and that leaves him running 2 places all on his lonesome. Vulture Bean is running this show all by herself. Well, she's got a couple people, but
You have my thanks. You have my thanks. You have my thanks.
I think I just took away... We're going to need him later. I think I just took the guy with Eagle Eye away. So that was probably dumb. But we'll need him shortly. How about here? March is underway. Okay.
I'm truly grateful.
Vulture Bobo is here, isn't he? Yeah, this is supposed to be Vulture Bobo's castle. This will take the stats of the place down, though. Oops. Maybe I should not be overlooking these skills of this guy. Alright. So I thought we would be marching before this one's over. Not quite, but we've grabbed Tsugawa Castle. And I'm holding on to money to do... how are you guys doing? Because I had been burning supplies and stuff. Or at least trying to. Supplies are short there. We haven't had any luck with Toishi. Let's call this one a video a little tiny bit early. And when we come back next time, I'm going to hold on to that labor for emergencies. And also, hopefully, so the next time we get gold, Ana Takatatsu can build a rice depot supply thingy. But when we come back, we're going to try to take advantage of Kawanakajima, rather, and grab Kaizu Castle. Thanks for watching.